Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia, Amane's route. In the last episode, Yuuji and Amane strengthened their relationship through physical activities, let's say. Let's continue.
Hey, Uni-chan, it's past 8, you know. Let's take a bath together.
Did you get Amane's permission?
Amane! Hey, Amane!
Jeez, what? Don't shout like that. It's getting late, you know.
Hey, can I take a bath with Uni-chan?
Huh? Is it that late? Oh, so it is. Sorry, Yuuji, but would you mind taking Makina for a bath today? Fine by me, but when are you planning to bathe, Amane? I'm writing in my diary right now. I'll take one when I'm finished. Understood. Alright, Makina, let's seize the moment.
Aye!
Hold up, Yuuji. A word of warning for Makina's sake. Don't play with Makina's body for your amusement in there. Of course not. What kind of person do you think I am, anyway? An acceptable response. You may now take your bath. Makina, don't bring a dozen toys in there, alright? Stick to the duck.
Uni-chan's coming in with me today, so I can ditch the duck in favor of my I-400.
Your I-400? What's that?
A submarine! We had curry for dinner and all, just like in the Navy, and I'm gonna play the Battle of Tinian in the bath today.
Well, that's fine, I guess. Just don't be in there all night, okay?
I gotcha. Okay, Oni-chan, let's get going. I want to do chlorine gas forming in the battery room in the sauna.
Just an observation, but you've been turning into something of a war freak lately.
What of it? Full speed ahead. Follow my lead, Assistant Torpedo Officer.
Aye, Captain. Why am I on torpedoes anyway?
Yeah, Banzai. Hurry up and get going. We're in Navy today, so send us off by waving your cap, not a Banzai cheer. My man is so freaking clueless.
Well, we're dealing with an amateur. Let's slide.
And when did Makina become a pro exactly?
Well, whatever. How far had I gotten? First, gotta get caught up on my child-rearing diary. Makina has been very cheerful and energetic lately, probably because she started playing outside with Yuuji on a regular basis. I don't know exactly what they get up to out there, but sometimes she comes back absolutely covered in mud. As a person who has to wash her clothes, it's a little aggravating at times, but I think it's a positive change for her, so I decided to tolerate the hassle. She's been eating more at meals as well, and I've been trying to keep her somewhere around the 1,500 calories a day on average, but she's got a habit of snacking secretly. Need to be careful. Not only is she eating more, she's eating faster. With a meal something like curry, where all the ingredients are mixed together, she'll go all out and drain it down in like a drink. It's bad for the digestion to gulp the food down that fast. Also, if she doesn't chew it and savor the taste a little, the meal won't seem as filling, and she'll get hungry faster. Need to do something about this as well. Countermeasures? Try to make more meals with distinct side dishes. It takes longer for her to get the food to her mouth that way, so she'll spend more time chewing. Adjust a diet toward nutritious, easy to digest food. Monitor her habits. These days, Makina seems to be getting stronger emotionally as well as physically. She doesn't burst into tears over little failures like opening a milk carton from the wrong end like she used to. Her view of herself is less pessimistic. She isn't wallowing in self-pity over her mistakes. I think Yuuji has a lot to do with that. The forceful way he tells her you can do it if you try helps, but the confident example he provides is just as valuable. I'm convinced she really needed that sort of father figure in her life. Well, given that we just did her Makina's route, I would say absolutely yes. Amane is really very insightful. She's gotten so much more positive and proactive thanks to Yuuji that it almost feels wrong to complain, but I've got to say she's also been talking like a military nut lately. Her tone and vocabulary are getting stranger by the day. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in itself, but Makina's a girl. I can't help feeling a little uneasy to see her transform me into a tiny drill sergeant. Definitely something to address. Well, that should be about enough for the child-rearing diary. Let's move on to the boyfriend journal then. Breakfast. Thick whole meat toast with margarine, aloe yogurt and a hard-boiled egg. Also some minestrone I had waiting in the fridge. Lunch. Grilled mackerel with a side stew featuring carrots and lotus root. I tried throwing in some dumpling filled with a chicken and tofu mix, lightly sprinkled with plum and sauce. Ate them without complaint. He doesn't seem to enjoy meat as much, but as long as the flavor's not too strong, I don't think it really bothers him. Chicken seems to be a good fit. A nice discovery. Dinner, Navy-style curry at Markine's request. Demanded it after seeing some submarine movie with Yuuji on satellite TV. First thought was, what the heck is Navy-style curry supposed to be anyway? But when I looked it up on the net, I found lots of recipes. I guess it's traditional sailor food. Seemed to be popular in Yokosuka too. I pretty much just slapped it together from the recipe, but it was a big hit. Yuuji loved it. Yuuji's total caloric intake for the day, 1,920 kilocalories. Slightly on the low side, I think. Recently, I feel like he's starting to losing body fat again. Time to slightly increase the carbohydrates and vegetable fats in his diet. I think that about covers it. Well, I guess I might as well write about you-know-what while I'm at it. Yuuji made love to me again. And I guess it'd be more accurate to say that I made him love me. Are we seriously going to do this? I mean, here of all places? What are you talking about? This is a perfect setting. Right, a perfect setting. If Yuuji wants something from me, I'll give anything to him. Anywhere, anytime. No matter what, I'll always accept him. Doing it here is something like my declaration to that effect. Oh?
What? What's wrong, Oni-chan?
I don't know, but I just felt a chill run down my spine.
Might have to bring Chibi Yuuji in for this one. Wanna warm up inside me?
Cut it out. You want to face Amane's wrath?
The heck, man, and you call yourself an assistant torpedo officer?
Spare me the bizarre analogies. Get over here already. I'll wash your head.
Yeah. You never let me have any fun.
Alright, here comes the hot water.
Forward torpedo room, severe flooding!
I'm aware that Amane is keeping a diary, but I never once discussed it with her. Honestly, I'm not especially interested. JB once told me that the contents of a woman's diary, like those of her purse, are best left unseen. Help preserve your pleasant illusions. True enough, I guess. Then again, when I look at JB or Principal Tachibana these days, I get the feeling that clinging too strongly to your romantic fantasies about the opposite sex can be problematic in its own right. In any case, women are complicated creatures. When you actually start dating one, you'll inevitably end up seeing many different sides of her. Sometimes, that must be downright disillusioning. Fortunately, that hasn't been my experience. While I admit I find Amane's hyperactive sex drive somewhat puzzling, I really don't have anything to complain about in that or any other regard. I understand that women at her age have a strong sense of sexual curiosity, and after all, this is her first relationship. It's only natural she'd want to try out a lot of different things. And while I can't deny the possibility of something else might be motivating her behavior, I decided to stop overthinking things. I'll give her my half-hearted cooperation until she gets bored of these aggressive carnal antics.
The glorious day is here at last. Summer vacation starts tomorrow. Women's vacation!
Carlos Di Vacuno! What's with the rapid-fire game of telephone? That last one wasn't even close. I must say I struggle to understand how you people manage to get so worked up over this.
What are you talking about? It's summer, the best break of the year. We're talking about a vacation in summer here, you know? The real mystery is how you're so completely blah about it.
Why shouldn't I be? We simply won't be attending classes for a while. Not exactly a dramatic difference.
Yeah, maybe young, Yuuji, but you think like a shriveled bitter old grandma. It's summer, you know, the season for adventure. When you lose the desire to challenge yourself and try out new things, you're officially starting the long roll downhill to the grave. Back me up here, Yuuji.
Yeah, guess so.
The world's always moving forward, but there you are, standing stuck still, afraid of change, clinging to your moldy old values. But even that ain't enough for you, is it? You feel the need to try and slow everyone else down too. The world are better off if you got shuttled off to the retirement home right now. What nerve to mock summer vacation, you weren't for real for the stubborn reactionary old fart you really are. Sakaki Yumiko, you're a walking argument for the Soylent Green solution.
Exactly what part of viewing summer vacation calmly justifies this reign of abuse? Too over the top to tolerate, but too close to the truth to brush aside. An excellent piece of agitation to produce such marked irritation in an apathetic modern youth. You might have in future in PsyOps. Kasami-kun, I suggest you don't give Iri-Susan any more nasty ideas if you know what's good for you. Right, my bad. Makina, listen up. Sakaki has the right to her own opinion on the summer vacation. Her perspective on the world is just as valid as yours. For example, change isn't always a good thing. Yeah, true enough. Back when they replaced the R32 with the R33, I remember what the heck happened here. Serious downer. What on earth are you even talking about?
Okay, Makina, you should talk the talk. But are you actually planning to challenge yourself this summer? But of course, this summer I'm aiming to become a sack artisan.
Sack artisan? What's that supposed to mean? I think she's talking about learning to bake bread. Oh, right. Isn't sack that bread made with starch from that sago palm tree? Yes, indeed. The other day I made Belgian waffles for Michiru-sama and Maki-chan at snack time, and we ended up talking about different sorts of pancakes.
Right, therefore, I'll become a baker. I'll learn to extract sago from the trees and use it to make sack pancakes and bread. I'll be able to get by even if I end up stranded in New Guinea.
Stranded? Were you planning to visit Papua New Guinea in the first place?
Huh? Not really, but,
The girl found herself some motivation. No need to be a wet blanket. It's better than idling away the time without any objective whatsoever, wouldn't you say? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, food is definitely about as important as it gets. If you want to learn to cook, maybe I can teach you.
Okay, then teach me bread. I want to learn how to bake bread.
Oh, bread, huh? I always just buy that from the store. I think the last time I baked it myself was a home easy lesson all the way back in elementary. In that case, Makina, how about getting a part-time job at a bakery?
Huh? Hey, whoa, slow down. This is Makina we're talking about, you know? Can you really handle a part-time job?
Makina, Michiru's opinion on the matter seems clear. Tell me, do you agree that it is hopelessly beyond your capabilities?
No way! It's only hopeless if you decide it is. The word impossible ain't in my vocabulary. I can do anything if I believe in myself.
Nicely said.
Fine, just don't come crying to me if Makina ends up getting a nasty reality check.
So much better if she does. If you don't know how to learn from your failures, you'll never succeed. Once a kid out of elementary school, you'll never stop holding their hand all the time or they'll never grow up. Let them run around, trip and skin their knees. That's how they learn to pick themselves off the ground.
Why do you have to be so damn smug about it?
Impressive as always, Kasami-san. The rain has graced my plane once again. #moist. If you get moist this easily, you're going to end up getting mildew down there. What the heck? Anyway, Makina, having an objective is a laudable thing. Devote yourself to your baking this summer, then fly off to Leyte or Luzon as your whims direct you.
Heck yeah, I'll flat my way out of this popsicle stand.
And so, with Makina's borderline nonsensical explosion of enthusiasm, our summer vacation began. Having a goal in life is a truly admirable thing, just as I pompously informed Makina. But it's not like I've got any well-defined objective of my own. It's been that way for a long time. I float through my days without any clear direction, staying alive for a lack of a better alternative. Every once in a while, someone remembers I exist and shoves a job on me. I thought I came to this school in order to change that aimless way of life. Not that I had any idea what sort of change I wanted. I didn't come in with any overblown expectations, just a vague anticipation of something new. But as it turned out, what changed wasn't so much my purposeless routine. It was the way I viewed the scenery floating past. In other words, my way of thinking itself has changed. Never saw that one coming. Okay, lunch is served.
Yay, I'm hella hungry, you know. Hungry. What's on the menu today?
Today we got scattered sushi with a side of clam chowder.
Yeah, I love them both. I'm dying with anticipation.
Sushi on rice with clam chowder? I mean, it's never exactly coherent, but you're taking things to a whole new level of weird. Sorry about that. Makina requested them both. Don't worry though, I made sure to work it out so the meal's nutritionally balanced.
Alright, I'm gonna chow down like I never chowed before.
A combination of a very Japanese seafood dish and a very Western soup. It's the culinary equivalent of wearing a kimono with combat boots, but mysteriously when I actually give it a try, the tastes don't particularly clash. Most likely, Amane's diligent efforts weren't directed solely toward the nutritional front. I'm sure she adjusted the flavor of the two dishes to complement each other. The sushi is lightly seasoned with the shiitake mushroom, other vegetables all boiled to a pleasant firmness. The chowder is just salty enough, it sent reminiscence of the sea. A surprising combination, yes, but the taste is soothing.
Freaking delish. Amane's cooking is just stupid good, no doubt about it.
Indeed it is. My mother must have raised her well. Marry a woman like this and you'll never come to regret it. Makina, my friend, I encourage you to learn from her example.
Talk about over the top. But for some reason you really throw in a lot of boiled veggies.
Hardly anything to complain about. Gives you that home cooking feel, right? It's like something a mother would make. For me, maternal cooking is associated with memories of canned food. But Amanda's meals always makes me think of the idealized perfect mother I pictured as a child. Her food's comforting somehow. If you have the money to spend, you can get as much exotic gourmet food as you want. But a meal that conveys this sort of simple, earnest warmth is far harder to come by.
Look at all this stuff though. Seaweed, butterbur plants. Less like mom's cooking, more like grandma's if you ask me. What are all these tubery things supposed to be anyway? I mean, yeah, okay, it's about 1 billion times better than that flavorless solid food I used to eat in the hospital every single day, and I'm really grateful to have it. But we youngsters want to eat fatty, super intense food every once in a while, you know?
Oh, please, as if you aren't eating plenty behind my back. I mean, you came home just the other day with your mouth absolutely shining with grease. What have you been eating, huh?
Oh, just a little fried chicken down at the convenience store.
Jeez, I'm not saying you can't eat that stuff, but you need to let me know when you do. How many times do I have to tell you this?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Also, you need to stop gulping your food down like a starving hyena. Are you even chewing that before you swallow?
Oh, she jumped straight into nagging mommy mode. I don't like the way the wind's blowing.
What's that sound? The grating pattern of electronic beeps seems to be emerging from the egg-shaped digital pet dangling at Makina's wrist.
Oh crap, that ain't good. It's already this late. I gotta get to my interview at the bakery. Thanks for the food.
Hey, hold it, Makina.
Sorry, Amane. I'll let you finish that scolding once I get back, okay? See you later.
Jeez. Oh, well, I guess I'll let her off the hook for now. Well, she did finish everything on her plate before she ran off. No big deal. Still, Makina working part-time at a bakery? To be honest, I'm really worried about this. I understand how you feel, but the girl's jumping into something on her own initiative. That's a good thing, don't you think? All you have to do is take a step back and watch her affectionately. I do understand that, but I don't know. Am I too much of a worrywart? Makina being the way she is, it'd be stranger if you weren't at least a little concerned. But unless you show some faith at times, it'll undercut her self-esteem and give her an excuse not to try. You're right. It'll be alright. Makina's much more clever than she looks. She'll do well. Hey. What's so funny? This conversation, don't we kinda seem like a mom and dad right now? You might be right. You know, these uneventful, perfectly normal days we're living right now are really wonderful. Yeah, you're definitely not wrong about that. Normal. Right, normality. I hadn't been looking for some dramatic change from the start. I wanted to find my way to exactly this sort of peaceful, commonplace existence. But the ability to appreciate such things is mostly reserved for the elderly. The exception would be those who've been made to realize the value of a normal existence early on by exposure to something worse. Amane, are you... No, it's nothing.
What? Silly Yuuji.
Come to think of it, the word normal is about as vague as it gets. Normal, typical, average. These are relative points of reference, entirely depending on your environment. You don't have to kill anyone. No one tries to kill you. No one screams in your ears in the middle of the night. You won't see a corpse running inside a train carriage. A moment of pleasure doesn't drag you down into self-loathing and guilt. A moment of misery doesn't lead you to curl up into a ball and weep for forgiveness. Is that what most of us mean when we say the word normal? The absence of such things? Probably so. But there are people who've lived with such abnormalities as their normal. Living normally is far more difficult than it sounds. It's only possible when you found yourself a suitable environment. Someone, someplace, something that enables you to live in peace. I probably came to this school in an attempt to find what I was missing. And now that I think about it, the thing I needed... Might have well been a woman like you, Amane.
What's that? You say something?
Nothing much, just admiring your knockers, impressive as always.
I know, right? Wanna squeeze,
I'll save that for later. For the moment, I'm going to wash my hair.
Oh yeah? Okay then, I'll do it for you.
Alright then, if you would.
Okie dokie.
By now I've gotten pretty accustomed to Amane's relentless attempt to take care of my every need as if I were some helpless invalid. She must have grown up watching her mother devotedly serve her father, eventually internalizing the idea that waiting on men hand and foot was a woman's normal role. That was my original guess, at least. But when I actually asked her, it seems the truth was quite the opposite. If anything, the father was the busybody of her family. I got my looks from my ma and my personality from dad. Okay, here comes the hot water. Right.
Amane's family on her mother's side runs a well-established restaurant in Kyoto. Her father had been a cook there. After marrying the owner's eldest daughter, he set up his own branch in Tokyo. Probably because of that history, his attitude towards Amane's mother was always differential, even servile. Apparently every once in a while he'd slip up and call her miss in his own home. When I hear Amane describe the man, he really does sound a lot like her. A pushy body with a fundamental timid streak. Okay, while we're at it, I'll wash your back too.
Don't mash your tits against me, woman.
Sorry. I did it on purpose.
But who did she get this total lack of shame from? Amane herself tells me she inherited it from her grandmother. Seems the old woman had quite the rack herself back in the day and taught Amane that breasts are weapons to be used aggressively in conquering men. While I'd like to have a frank exchange of opinions with that grandmother of hers, Amane's stories of home always leave me with the impression of a loving, happy family. As someone who has nothing of the kind, I'm envious. Sometimes it's hard to listen to her without feeling a twinge of bitterness. But even when I know it's showing on my face, Amane keeps right on, going without a hint of concern. And she always concludes her stories with the same phrase. If you marry me, they'll be your family too, you know. Yeah, not an impossible scenario. I've already begun to consider the possibility of starting a family with Amane. And more importantly, the girl seems to be quite willing to move things in that direction. Even eager. After summer vacation started, on more than one occasion, we literally spent an entire day in each other's arms. That was a bit over the top any way you look at it.
What you talking about?
A marathon. Even for me, 12 times in a single day was a first.
By the way, isn't there some urban legend about guys shooting out a red ball if they do it too much? Is that for real?
Can't say. Never tried.
We've been going at it pretty dang fast and furious, but I haven't seen one pop out yet. I wonder how much sex it'll take.
If a red one does pop out at the end, wouldn't you get a yellow one first?
Yellow alert? Like a stoplight or whatever?
Right. Seems logical. What's with you?
Oh, come on. We just had a seriously idiotic conversation, don't you think?
All men look like idiots to sensible women. Better get used to it.
Hey, Yuuji. What are we gonna do if I get pregnant?
I have a baby as far as I'm concerned. I got the savings to support a kid or two, as long as we're reasonably frugal.
Wow, that's a surprise. You've been saving for the future?
No, I just haven't really had anything to spend my money on.
Hey, hypothetically, would you want a girl or a boy?
A girl, I'd say.
Why?
I like the idea of playing with my daughter in the bathtub.
Oh God, are you mentally diseased?
Okay, woman, you crossed a line here.
Hey, ow! Don't pinch my love handles.
Amane, have you lost a little weight?
Yeah, probably. Well, I guess I'm happy to lose a little weight, but maybe you could take your girlfriend out somewhere every once in a while, you know? Eat some tasty food together, fatten her up a bit?
I hadn't even considered the idea.
Look, you.
Alright then, I'll give it some thought. What were you talking about here? An amusement park, something of that sort?
Ah, that sounds kind of fun. Some place where we can spread out a blanket and have a picnic lunch would be perfect.
Let's see, the zoo sounds most appropriate in that case.
Yeah, I like this idea. Let's go for real. We can take Magna too.
It wouldn't exactly be a date if we did. Just us, alright?
Huh? Is that really okay? Won't Magna get all sulky?
Well, if we ask her straight out to let us have a date ourselves, I doubt she'll throw much of a fuss. Don't worry, I'll handle that.
Awesome! I'm so looking forward to this. Hey, when's it gonna be?
Good question. Well, any day's fine by me, I guess.
Okay, so how about tomorrow? Let's make it tomorrow.
Pretty sudden, don't you think?
Please?
Well, alright.
Alright, that's a promise, okay? Once I get out of the bath, I'm gonna get right to work on our lunch.
Hate to distract you from your enthusiasm, but how long do you plan on leaving me covered in bubbles?
What? Sorry, I'll rinse you off. Okay, close your eyes. If it was going to make her this happy, I wish I'd come up with this idea earlier. It was a carefree thought, a product of the relaxed life I've been enjoying of late. I guess I'd just forgotten. However, my perspective on the world might change. A truly normal life requires something like freedom. And we shall see how the zoo trip goes in the next episode. So, until then, take care.